'Cause we could be immortals, immortals, just not below.
What's up, everybody? It's Dolo Gaming with the latest and greatest videos, and for today we have for you guys some RCT3, otherwise known as Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Now, the reason why this is a different park is mainly because I accidentally deleted the first park we had, and I don't want to go through that story. All I want to know is that you guys are willing to watch this one. I'm so glad to get into this, so let's get into the first episode. Alright, so this is simple enough. We're just gonna make the pathway for this. The pathway was a fun, unique shape I wanted to try out, but for some reason, I guess my fingers were just too big or something. You can see I keep messing up a little bit. Fun thing about this, you have to tap for every single placement you want, and if your fingers are big, you go all over the place, like you can see me doing right here. So we're just making a basic shape. The reason for the basic shape is just so then you can get a cool idea of what we're going to be doing with this. As you see right here, we're making a pitchfork-like look to the pathway, and this is to allow different entrances inside, because using the main path is our exit. That's just the way I wanted it to be. It's then you get an easy way to get out if you need to get out, but you get a fun, cool way to get in, so you get a real feel of the park. So right now we're just gonna do the building, or not yet, my bad. We're still gonna be building up the pathway using the pitchfork idea I was talking about. And yeah, I'm connecting these together so then I have the whole park thing done. It's actually quite cool what this looks like. It looks like nothing right now, right? You're probably thinking, this is nothing, you lied to us. Well, just look at this. We're gonna start building the platform to this, which is going to make this look so much cooler. We want to go up, we wanted to go one up though, because you can see in the last park we tried to put some signs in these areas and they wouldn't fit. Well, this is why we're going one up, so we can do that. Right now we're just doing the simple go around. Now, usually I color these and then start on the work here, but I wanted to do the coloring at the end, so it'd be a little easier to do. So right now we're just going through, getting all the piles for it. You can kind of get an idea what entrance we're going for. If you guys have ever gone to, I believe it's called Hollywood Disney, and they kind of have an entrance that's kind of like this, except there's more of like a pink and white. I kind of wanted to go for that, but a little different. And you guys will see what I mean once we get further into this. Now, of course, leaving it, like, it kept bugging me in the back end part, so you'll see me later going and fixing that part up. Right now we're going around and trying to put the entrance to where the entrance truly should be around. But yeah, as you can see right there, yeah, that kept bothering me. It looked ugly without it, so we just went over and covered that up. It was a really good idea in my head, so we'll see how far that gets us to then. But yeah, that's kind of like the basic thing of it. But again, if you think that's all, then you're dead wrong. But I did say we usually color these at the end. Well, in my head, this was the end at first, but it really, really shouldn't have been. Because as soon as I went to put in this, I put in the yellow and was like, alright, we have the black and yellow, we got the blue and white. It should look great, right? Right. Now, I want to put this in real quickly. If you're wondering what the colors are, or what they're supposed to mean, as this is a super park, I wanted to connect the DC universe with the Marvel universe. Captain America is blue and white, and Batman, of course, is black and yellow. I wanted to connect that all together. And actually, for some of you Batman fans, believe it or not, Batman also used to be purple. But, yeah. So, we're going through here. You see the design right here. It doesn't really look that good, so I'll be going, covering that up to cover my stick, but it will still look cool if you're walking under it, because it'll still give you that mixed look. Alright, so now what we're going to do is use these roofing areas, make sure they match up, and we're just going to put these across. We're going to connect them all together. Now, they're not going to be black, they're going to be yellow, just like the bottom part, and same with the blue side, they're going to be white, like the bottom part. So, yeah, we're putting this in, trying to keep it all together and cool. and hopefully it ends up becoming wonderful. Now I skipped that just because I wanted to have a little bit of fun while I'm building, you know. Gotta have a little bit of fun, right? So we're putting this all in right here. We're connecting these together, and then I had to think, because when putting these in, there's that corner area, and that's not gonna look that great for what we need, so end up thinking, and before I get to that, I decided to skip it. Because, you know, like, we gotta finish up this part, it's better to do that, you don't just, like, put it in half and then switch to another thing. But we're, like, really thinking what to get. We're looking around for it. We have the right idea, though. We go for one of these little pieces right here, we can cover them up and put them into the right colors. And they'll look pretty awesome. Which they do. This could also make a good look, and it really stops you from wondering of where's this and that and stuff. So now we're just coloring them into the right areas, like always. Now, honestly, I might go back and change the color of that back to blue and this part into white. You might see that in the next park. But yeah, now all we gotta do is change this part to yellow, and make that good, and that's all. Now, one thing that also bugged me, which I don't even get to in this episode, is the corner piece at the end. I don't cover that up. So, hopefully I can come back and fix that. But right now, we're adding in this rock. Now, one rock, how is that supposed to make it interesting or entertaining? Well, honestly, it's meant to make it look like it was placed there. And that's just how it is. We want the rock just to put a little more entertaining into it. The horse was simple. We already had that plan from the start. We're putting in these signs now. These signs are showing people where they can and cannot go. And by that, we put in the cannot enter. And then, yeah, they can't go through a certain way. The way that you do it is whichever part of the path that you put it on, it shows for the opposite side. So, say you have 2 blocks of pathway, and you put the sign facing the right one, but on the left part. Anyone on the right side can't go to the left path. But anyways, back to this. We are making a fence around and stopping right over there in that one area. Mainly for the same reason of usual. You want to keep the path going. So anyways, yeah, we're going to cut through here and corner up over here. We want to make sure that this park is safe for everyone. Because if someone gets hurt in the park, that's not a good thing for you at all. So it's best that we just get this part over with and have it done. The fencing, though, we wanted to go for a pirate theme because these fences, maybe I use them too much, but I really love them. They give like the middle budget kind of look. They're not low budget, but they're most certainly not a high budget. It really fits in all together. So yeah, we just put all these in, and in the end, it just looks wonderful. Now what we want to do is we're gonna put some trees around here. I wanted to go for the small broad lime. The reason for the small broad lime is for the simple reason of they just look really wonderful. They're really amazing. And plus they look nice for this whole park. They really match up with the scenery. I mean, anything that you could say about it is just like it's wonderful. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing right here, the scattering part. So, the reason why I didn't neatly put this up is because you want to go for a wild theme. You don't want this to look like it was purposely put here in that area. And if you want to know a trick to that, what I just do is scatter a 2x2 area. So you'd go put one on the right side, go up to the left, put one on the left, go up, go to the right, put one on the right. It's just a simple diagonal trick. Right here, we're going to put an information stand, mainly because this is where the front is. You want to make sure that people know where they're going, and this would help you out. Now, the last thing we're going to be working on right now is bathrooms, because when you gotta go, alright? And this is probably the best time that you could go, so we're going to put in these bathrooms. The bathrooms make a really nice touch in the end, because I mean, without bathrooms, what is your park anyways? But that's not the whole point. We'll be getting into the rest of this in the time-lapse. Welcome back. We are in Suburbia, or Superbia. So right now, we are looking at the things that we've done. And it looks wonderful. We got the information thing, we got the horse over here. You see the fencing, it looks wonderful. come over here, yep, you see the no entry thing right there. That looks wonderful too. But in all this, just looks great. The rock. Yeah, I know the rock. It doesn't look good there, doesn't it? No, it really doesn't. It's just some people's eyes. I mean, I really like it. It really adds a tone of scenery to it. Makes it so much better. Now we go over here, we look at this black piece right here. It doesn't really fit in, but we can work on that later. Just like, wow. That rock. Man. Yeah, and we don't get that either when looking at this, so, you know, we really won't. So we'll be looking around. Oh, got that rock. I really like the bathrooms. The bathrooms look great. Like, they just look wonderful, and then when you have the fencing around it, it almost feels professional looking at it. But, like, really, it's brilliant. I really love it. Now let's go check out this in, this angle, because, like, it feels like the entry is just surrounding you in every way, and it's something that you can't get in a lot of parks, and I feel really bad about. But, like, it makes it so much better. Now, even though this is a small amount, this isn't a lot, but hopefully in the next episode we'll get a lot more done. Anyways, this is Double O Gaming, signing off.